Week 4 of our database project, we have 2 tables. We started out originally with a single table. If we have multiple songs by the same artist, we would end up with multiple artist entries. We took the artist information out into its own table. Each artist has a unique primary key. Each song has a unique primary key. One artist can have many songs or can create many songs. Multiple songs can be created by a single artist. That's a one-to-many relationship, which is very common in SQL. We have also the artist ID is a foreign key in the table of songs that connects the artist with the song. In order to have a song record, we first have to have an artist record. Once the artist has the primary key, then we can create a song record with the artist's primary key. Okay, so let's look at our implementation of this. We've already implemented our tables. The next thing we want to do is insert into our table an artist record. So the artist has a name and a country. It also has an ID. If we don't insert the ID, the SQLite database engine will auto-increment an integer ID for us, which gives us unique values. Primary keys must have unique values. When we're inserting into the table, this is where the information is going. The values are carried in with these little placeholders. Let's look at the other side of it. Here is our first menu, insert an artist. We need to get the artist name, the artist country, and then we call our insert record method, or function in this case, from our artist module. We insert artist name and artist country as 2 parameters. Those parameters travel over here, and they end up going down to, here we are, insert record. They come into here as variables. We turn on our database engine, we create a cursor. The cursor loads the SQL statement. It says, these are my 2 variables that I need to work with. It puts those variables into the placeholder right up here. Oh, there it is, placeholders. And the database engine inserts those guys into those placeholders. I know I'm not quite explaining it right, but this prevents what's called SQL injection. This is the safe way to insert records into a database. Now, how do we know if these records made it into the database? Well, we need a display all artists method, which is down here. Sorry, where's my display all artists? There it is, display all artists. We are going to use the dbartist module to call a command called fetch all records. Well, let's go take a look at that. Here's the SQL for fetching all the records from the artist table. So select star meaning everything, all records from the artist table. That's our SQL query. Down here we have the implementation of that. Here it is. We create our database connection. We create our cursor object. We execute that SQL query against our database. We need to return the records in a form that Python can understand. Fetch all returns it in a list of tuples. So each record becomes a tuple. So for example, the list would look like this. And in that list, there would be a tuple like that. And if we have another record, there's going to be another tuple. And another tuple. So they're returned in a data format that we can do something with in Python. Okay, so now we have our list of tuples being returned to our application, right? And so in here we have that list of tuples. Well, we're going to use something different. We're going to use something called a tabulate library, which is used to dealing with lists of tuples, which is kind of handy. We are going to use tabulate to go through this. It automatically picks out each tuple in the list, puts it in underneath these headers, and it puts it into a table format that's called a PSQL, or an SQL table format. Now this has a nice, beautiful looking representation of our list of tuples with these headers on it. And when that prints out, it looks beautiful. Well, let's try it, see how beautiful it looks. So if we display all artist records, look at there, see, it creates the little table, puts in the header, and then it prints this one tuple at a time. So this is a list of tuples. It prints them one at a time automatically, and then we're back to our menu. So if we add an artist, excuse me, let's call our artist Jose, and he's from Mexico. Now he's added to the end. So we call the display all artist function twice. After we've I am in the right one. After we've input the new artist, we do that so we can see that we've added the new artist, and now we have specifically put in display all artists as the second part of our method. I mean the second as the second number of our menu. Well, I hope that makes sense. Let's go and have fun with part 4 of our SQLite relational database.